Okay, hi guys, I'm Crownos and welcome back to Farthest Frontier. So, this is kind of the second episode in our kind of like short form series, short video series, kind of separate to the stream. And obviously, for those of you that are just joining us, we have actually, we've started as the basics of our little village going on here. So we've got obviously a kind of industrial sector going up here. So we've got firewood being made, storage for obviously there's basic materials up here as well for his industrial sector. We've got plenty of planks on the way. So we're currently up to 40 planks ready for building some of the more higher tier stuff. It looks like we do need to get some arrows built, so that's one of the next thing that we're going to have to do. We're going to have to build the fletcher. I think it's under resources. So we have got a few new buildings unlocked as well since we started building some of the storerooms and things. So we built the tanner. There's also a cobbler for shoes. So I think we're going to build that one next as well. So I'm going to build that one here, I think. Maybe this way. We'll build this way. So that can be that one there. So we'll squeeze something in there and then probably build a road around it. So we'll get on with the cobbler, and then we've got fletcher building, which is obviously important. But this one doesn't affect desirability of the buildings. So this one can be built kind of past this line to kind of complete our little construction area. So this one's actually going to get built a bit further down. It's still going to be close to this, but I'm going to build it kind of down here, a little bit closer to the town hall and things, and just a bit closer really in general. So we can build some of these kind of ones down here. We'll still try and maybe make it a little bit more desirable in these areas, but yeah, there's the fletcher building anyway. So the ones that don't affect desirability, like again, look, the basket shop. The basket shop's another really good important one as well. It allows your villagers to carry a lot more stuff. They end up getting like these little backpacks, but they're basically baskets. And it allows them to carry a lot more resources at once. So we'll get these two built so we can start actually getting resources. So we definitely prioritize that one. Otherwise, our hunters probably won't be able to actually get any more meat. I mean, I think they can use knives, but I don't think they'll be very effective against deer. So there we go. So yes, we've got somebody underway. So obviously they've got to get their basic amenities in there, and they'll get on with it, as it were. So how are we for labourers again? 6. So we need more houses. So we need to get on with more houses pretty much straight away. So we can actually start building as well the market, which also increases desirability. So my plan obviously is to build kind of down here, fill all this space in here right up to the shoreline. So there will be a little bit of slight market overlap eventually, probably. I mean, the town probably will encompass all of this. So we can either start by kind of building it kind of down this side here. So there's a bit of overlap for these, or we can start building it here. Well, maybe a bit further down, like here. Because once I upgrade the markets, they probably will be affected by whatever's placed here. Anyway, so I think I'll build it kind of on this side of the settlement. So probably about there will do quite nicely, and then we can build some more houses next to it. Oh, no, I don't want that built there. I'll just put a curve in it by accident. There we go. So we'll just build to the end of that, and then obviously also coming down here, build a few more down here. So we're going to build some houses here, we can build some here. We do need to kind of keep in mind of the decorations and stuff though. This does increase desirability, but ideally you do want things like small parks or gardens, things like that. I mean, they take up about the same space as a house. Oh no, the small parks do, which we don't have access to yet, unfortunately. What do we need actually to upgrade? The market and a little bit more population. So we could actually wait for decorations until we kind of get to that stage. Maybe we just leave a little bit of space for once. So instead of building this house here, we'd leave that space there, so we can build a bit of a garden. So we'll just build a few houses around here. There we go. So we'll leave that space for for like a nice garden and stuff, and yeah. So actually, what's the range of that? Because they are going to need easy access to food. Oh, water. I don't really say, does it? Nah. Oh no, it does there. Look, you can see what houses it affects. But obviously we won't really know until this is built. So we might need to build another one. Maybe build another well kind of next to the market or something like that. But yeah, we'll have some more houses there, some more houses down here. We'll probably build a few more parks and things as well, and maybe statues or a shrine or that kind of thing. So we have got shrines here as well, which is desirability bonuses and stuff. So that's a 3 slot as well. So that gives them, wow, it looks like about a good 8 desirability at least. So quite nice, quite a decent one actually. So it does actually really heavily affect. Maybe I should, maybe I should build the shrine here. See if we're going to be like here or here, because like I'm going to be building more houses around here as well. Let's build it there. We'll just build it there, just because we get access to it already. Keep that desirability. Oh, actually, we've got no money, so we can't build it yet. Right, we'll get rid of that. Maybe when we start building some, earning some money from the market and things like that, we'll kind of get onto it then. Nice. So the basket shop's now up and running. So we're starting to make baskets. So we should in the following little bit in the following year or so of this game, we should start seeing people running around with backpacks. Obviously, nobody seems to have got a backpack just yet. Well, I say backpack, but you know what I mean, the basket. But yeah, the farm is about maybe halfway, so it's still nowhere near ready. But what I'm going to do in lieu of this is I'm actually going to make assign another square for the farms to get done. So this one will get done, and then eventually this one will get done, and we'll kind of go from there. Because we are going to require a good couple of farms in our time as we expand. So obviously we can get quite a few more people, especially once these houses are built. So we are going to have to keep an eye on our food production. Obviously we've got plenty of deer, so there's like 8 deer there, there's 10 deer there, another 6 deer there. So this one seems to be getting hunted a lot more. Oh, this ring's not even been moved. But yeah, we'll put that one there. I do actually want to explore a tiny little bit up here, because I'm sure there's another deer population up there. That's the whole reason why I placed it there. I think there's a deer population somewhere over here as well, but I just want to be careful sending people out, especially on their own, because there is the danger of obviously the wolf dens being there. So we could actually expand as fishing as well. In fact, let's do that now. Let's build another fishing shack kind of along here. Probably could go for another 2 fishing shacks even. Make a nice little fishing spot maybe. I know one for certain. Let's do one for certain, because I think there is another shoal down here, but we'll have to explore it and find it first. So we've got this place. We're going to need that there. So there's more clay over this way as well. That I can remember from when we first popped our little town down. So here we go. So we probably will get immigrant requests pretty soon, I would reckon. The immigration rate 99%. Everybody's happy. Everybody's lovely and happy. As clothes and as shoes obviously are slowly starting to deteriorate, so that's something we will have to kind of bear in mind. Why are the planks such an issue? We're not even using planks for anything. Oh, here we are. Apparently the cobbler requires planks. I actually reduced the amount of people working in here, so I guess I better put somebody back. So there we go. We've got plenty of houses, plenty of firewood. Firewood's doing very well. 3 new villagers and a new baby as well. So obviously the babies do take a little while to grow up before they become a productive member of society. But yes, we'll kind of take it a little bit at a time. So how are these doing for fishing? About 200 fish, 150 fish. That's pretty decent. That's not bad. But yeah, this one will probably have come up to this shore right here, and then obviously as we explore down here, I'll probably get another one for down there. We also could expand a forager hut or two up there down here, because there is a ridiculous amount of berries and greens and extra willow and stuff down here. As you can see, it's just freaking everywhere, which is really nice. That wolf sound there is something that we do need to bear in mind. That is just a sound effect during the winter time. It doesn't actually mean there's a wolf nearby, but we already know, since our people have been attacked by wolves down here, that there must be a wolf den somewhere around here. So we do need to kind of keep that in mind. We can always send hunters down there to kind of help clear it out. Yeah. Why is it showing that? It's actually highlighting all the deer. Look. Oh, I guess it just does by default. That's fine. Yep, there we go. Look, so there's another deer area up here, another massive 10 deer. So we've already got 3 plots of deer right here, and another one over there, which is why I really like this spot, because there is a lot of deer here. Excuse me. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make even more hunter cabins, because there is enough deer here to technically support up to 4 hunters, all right in this one little spot, which is just incredible if you ask me. So yes, scurvy. Yeah, we need some more vegetables basically. We've got plenty of meat, but not. Yeah, we've got practically no vegetables at all. But it's because the berries and things that we're gathering, like it's only the greens that really count as vegetables, for obvious reasons. So until our farm is built, we're not really going to have a massive supply of vegetables. But our people. Ooh, people are getting sick. Oh, that's a scurvy one. Yeah, that's fine. That don't look like a bird's nest to me. Okay. Bird cured, lovely. I guess he got himself some cabbage or something. But yes, I think we will get another hunter hut kind of built pretty soon. Let's have a look. What's going? See, now do I just want to continue building down or next to it? I think I'll put it behind it. We'll go back to back. Like I say, I don't want to over hunt it, because I do want them to stick around. I'll just build the one extra and we'll see how we go with that. We'll go from there. So is this keeping up with us raw meat? Yeah, not quite. Not with actual meat anyway. So we probably could do with another smokehouse. It's keeping up with the fish, but just not everything else. I mean, we don't need water or anything. No, literally just firewood. So this is a part of our undesirable kind of stuff. But to be fair, I think I probably will just keep the smokehouses up here next to each other. So we'll build another one next door to it, why not? As long as it's not too close to the village, it really doesn't matter that much. So best. I've explored this area a little bit more. It's nice. So yeah, there's plenty of greens in these areas. So even this looks like it might be a promising place. So we've got more herbs and stuff. So we have the blueberries showing up as well. So eventually I will be moving those blueberries. So there's another one. So what we will be doing is probably when we build the farm, I'll probably make some like makeshift blueberry farm next to it, kind of thing, and we'll kind of go from there. So obviously there's lots of a good few greens and things around here as well. So we'll probably make a forager somewhere around here, maybe over to this end actually, where there's all this stuff here. We'll try and kind of incorporate it a little bit. so that she can gather some normal greens and things. And plus we'll put all the blueberries and stuff in the same kind of area. Nice. Another few more villagers. Still waiting for that market to get built. Right, nice. This is done. Right, so this guy wants to come up here and fish the other major shoal. It's not really giving us a proper bonus, but I think 190 is probably looking about the most. There we go. So right there will do. So we've got a good few fishers going on. Oh, they did explore down here. So the fisherman, the extra shoal must be much further down. Building's on fire. Oof, that's not a good start. And a house. Well, everybody's cracking to it. Look to get it all out. Look. Oh, there you go. He's got his little basket. Look as well. So they literally walk into the burning fire to pour their water on it. That totally makes sense. It doesn't even look like they're actually really doing it. Oh, there you go. Plenty of. We'll just leave the water everywhere. It's fine. Well, one house saved. There we go. Lovely. Right, so we're just waiting for wood, wood planks. So obviously the cobbler will kind of eating it all up. So yeah, there we go. So another thing as well that we kind of got to bear in mind as well pretty soon is that waste is starting to build up in these places. So we do need to get that sorted out. I think it's is it a resources thing or a storage thing? Resources, I think. Yes, there we go. So yeah, so we've got those basket shops and stuff, but we need the compost yard or the nightman, as it were, the night soilman. And basically this does want to be out of town because it's got a massive bloody desirability issue thing. I mean, look at that. So if it's anywhere close by, it will heavily impact. So I think this compost yard is going to have to be right up at the top here. I mean, it can be next to the industry, which is fine, just as long as it's right up here somewhere, out of the way. Actually, maybe put it at this side. Maybe is that going to be too close? Look, damn it! Look at me back. So about this level. Is it going to affect the houses? No, it shouldn't do. So somewhere around up here will probably do. They can use the roads then to kind of come down into the town and sort things out. So I do want to be able to put a wall around the base, as it were. So maybe build the pathway here. And then put the Night Solomon above that. Somewhere around here. So yeah, that'll do for now. I'm going to place it there. Oh, it's too close. Why is it saying I can't place it there? Oh, there you go. For some reason it won't let me place it. But yeah, one will do for now. Eventually we'll probably get maybe another one or two, and we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, there's a benefit to the Night Solomon as well, though, in that they do actually generate compost and things for our villagers as well, which is obviously a very good beneficial thing. I mean, to be fair, it would have been nicer to actually have it much further out of town somewhere. In fact, I guess I could have built it over here. Actually, in fact, I might build it over there, outside of the actual city, kind of thing. Do we need to? I don't know if we need to actually. Nah, it would be better on this kind of side next to the actual farms. Maybe. So I do want to kind of hide it as well with trees and shit. In fact, yeah, let's get rid of it from the industrial sector. We'll build it outside the town. So obviously I might be building an extra row of houses here. So we just need to bear in mind that that's not going to be affected by the desirability. See, that's how close it needs to be. So it's not too bad. But like, let's build it like in the forest, maybe up here, kind of out of the way. We can always build a couple of them then next to each other. and kind of go from there. So we'll build it here. Eventually I can obviously mirror this one and build another one at this side, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's build a bit of a path coming down. Let me think some selecting the greens. There we go. So we'll build the compost heaps, the dumping ground, as it were, outside of the village, out of the way. So it won't affect the Sarabut as much. Right, so the planks are going up a little bit, but we are using it for the markets. As soon as the market's built, we'll be able to start upgrading a little bit more, start doing a bit more desirability things and that kind of stuff. Was there anything else that we unlocked that I've not yet kind of managed? Don't think there is, not yet. Obviously we've got a graveyard as well. The graveyard would that's probably another good one to kind of build outside of the town. I don't want to build it next to the shit houses though. But I do want to build it maybe somewhere outside of town. We haven't really got any proper elderly yet, so I guess we don't have to worry about it too much just yet. But eventually I would like to build it maybe somewhere slightly idyllic, as it were, and decorate it, you know, respectfully if we can. So we'll have to kind of bear that in mind. Again, maybe somewhere up here in the forest might actually be a good little spot. It might be just outside the village though, when I eventually start building walls and things, so we'll have to kind of bear that in mind as well. But yeah, for the time being, obviously we'll just kind of leave it until we need to deal with dead people. But it is something we've got to bear in mind when building. But we seem to be taking our time with it. Oh, we're very short on wood. Is our harvesting going? No, not just the one that we've just already got there. So we do need to cut a few trees down and things. So let's might as well use this bit because we're going to clear that out. Maybe this bit right here. Pretty much all of this here can be cut down. So that can be our wood supply. Maybe even a bit around here, and even all this can go. A lot of it will go. Oh Jesus! Another fire. What's on fire now? The smokehouse. That, to be fair, is probably to be expected. I mean, you know, they're constantly burning shit. So you know, there you go. Build a bit of a road there as well, just to kind of connect things together. Although they are just walking across the road, which is fine. Oh, this. I forgot about this hunter cabin. So this hunter cabin, maybe we'll have them kind of come more up towards the top here, to go after this one rather than exhausting these ones down here. Which, to be fair, are holding out quite well. So we probably can build an extra hunter shack there soon as well if we really need to. Heatwave, great. We seem to be smoking all this meat quite well, so that's good. We're doing really well with that. We are still low on like veg and berries and things like that, though, so we'll have to kind of bear that in mind. But I think what we're going to do is, like I was saying with the berries and things, we will build a bit of a forager shack up here, and I'll build kind of my berry farm, as it were. So I would like to kind of make it somewhat decorative if I can. Don't know if to have like a proper entrance to it or just kind of build it sideways. So I want it to be about the same thickness as one of these. We'll have a couple. I guess I'll build it like this. It's fine. So we'll build one here. So I'm leaving a gap here just so we can put walls and stuff there. But now basically all the berries and stuff, I want to start kind of placing them here. So to be fair, the trees here could do with moving as well. But as you kind of like look around, some of these are like blueberries and things. To be fair, the mostly do seem to be down by the shoreline. But what you can do is you can actually move these and place them actually next to your forager huts, which is an incredibly useful thing that you can do near the beginning of the game, to effectively make an actual like berry field kind of thing. And that enables one forager, literally just one single forager. Oh, there's the shovelfish. I knew there were another one. To kind of farm massive amounts of berries all in one go. So it's just something to kind of keep in mind. Alright, well I think with that, with us unearthing that other fishing spot, I think I'm actually going to build another fishing shack to kind of come down here and get this. Well, it was right here somewhere, but it's disappeared. Probably because of the fog of war. So we'll build another fishing shack, and we'll get that down there. That'll just keep us food scores kind of high as well. We're highlighting the deer again. There we go. Get rid of that. Right, so they're still building the nice compost yard. How many labourers have we got? 6. Oof. Why only 6? We've got quite a lot of population now. We've got 12, 17, 20, about 20 people or so. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there should be about 17, really. Maybe. Am I missing something here? There should be much more labourers. It's fine. I guess there's a lot of jobs that need doing. But his food supply is brilliant. Our food supply has definitely not been this successful in the streamed one, in the streamed version. Ooh. Look by the compass. How many people are up here? Well, there's loads of people up here. Just kill it. Kick its ass. Go on. There we go. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. So there's definitely got to be some dens somewhere around. I really do want to kind of discover where these dens are. Let's explore our village boundaries just a little bit more as well. Just so we can kind of see what we're working with. Again over here, we do a little bit of exploration. Ooh, nice! The field is ready. Right, so oh yeah, there's the pop-up as well. Lovely. Right, so obviously to start with, they tend to be really weedy and rocky and stuff. So I think all we're going to start with is some good old-fashioned field work. And then obviously in the next season we'll probably start growing some more crops. So an easy one to do if you want high fertility as well is peas and beans. And they do last a good long while storage wise. So peas and beans together is actually a really good one to do. We're just the occasional bit of field work required. So a good one to do is obviously add peas early on because they're slightly frost resistant. You do have to worry about kind of an early heat wave, which isn't that big of a deal, but it does happen. And then obviously you can just chuck in some beans for kind of like the afterwards because it's quite heat resistant. And I guess the only thing you maybe have to worry about is then, I don't know, like a bit of an early frost maybe, something like that. I mean, another thing you could also do as well is you could actually have turnips to begin with. Turnips are obviously quite a good like root crop as well, and they do actually last a good while as well. But the thing you kind of got to bear in mind as well is, oh, look at that, that's perfect for peas. You kind of got to bear in mind is the soil mixture as well, which does have an effect. I mean, here it looks like we could do with an extra piece of bit of sand just to kind of bring it up one square, and that would allow these to function quite well. So I think the only thing we're going to have to bear in mind is eventually we are going to have to leave some field work just to keep the weed levels down as we do with these. But with peas and beans, the fertility should stay really high because they haven't got a negative impact on fertility. So I think all I'm going to do for the time being though is I'm going to actually stick with peas and beans, and then on this particular year we're going to have field work. In fact, hang on, maybe there's something else heat resistant we can put in there maybe. Cabbages is also another really good one, but it does impact fertility. What else could I put in actually? No, I think we'll stick with that. So yeah, so this will be all good fertility and stuff. I mean, it would be nice to kind of have fill it out, but it's fine. So what we'll do is on this particular year, we'll just have there's peas at the beginning of the year, and then field work for the remainder of the year, just to kind of keep the weed level down. And we can come back and we can change it all later on down the line as well. But there we go. This first farm underway. Obviously, once this is built as well, we'll be able to start gathering more food from there. I do need to kind of keep a lookout for blueberries. There's some more blueberries. So we'll shift all this down here. So there was another one. There we go. So I'll eventually decorate it and everything. I will. There's another one. So yeah, they do seem to be mostly by like the shorelines and things, but not always. That one just says berries. I think that's already been picked. Yeah, it has. You can actually find them in like clumps of like 3 or 4. Ooh, maybe. Oh no, that's all. Yeah, like 3s or 4 of like just little groups. And is there anything actually in that square? Apparently not. Okay. Yeah, you can find them in little groups, kind of dotted about as well. But they do seem to be mostly by the shoreline. There's loads here, absolutely loads. Looks like our blueberry farm is going to be growing quite nicely, which is brilliant. So we've got another couple to go. Keep it going, keep it growing. Another one, yep. Right. We'll come back. We'll leave that for a second as they kind of gather those up, and we'll come back to it. But I'll just have to keep an eye out for nice little groups of blueberries. Is this a nice? No, that's all hawthorn as well. And then obviously, if we spot a nice little group of them, we'll get them shifted up to our new blueberry farm. Once all the trees are kind of shifted and stuff, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah, eventually I'm going to put like decorative walls around it and things like that, and we'll kind of go from there. So it looks like we are really struggling for wood. Probably mostly because of logs. Let's turn the firewood off for a minute, because we have got way too much firewood. The market's nearly built. We have actually got enough to build a market. Some more villagers, lovely. How many labourers we've got? 11 labourers. So as labour counts is going up a little bit, which is great. Have we built the shit house yet? No, we haven't. Oh, I forgot that requires wood as well. Let me prioritise building the market. So I think that's where all the planks have been going, which is a bit of an annoyance. There he goes, doing his fishing. So it's a shame we don't have actual proper fishing docks. But I understand the developers basically mentioned that there's some sort of difficulty with like water-based resources like bridges and things like that and stuff. You see, that doesn't actually quite reach the other houses, which is a bit of a shame. So it does offer a desirability bonus as well. So probably what we might have to do is we might have to build a nice well next to the market, maybe with a nice little garden or something next to it, and kind of go from there. In fact, yeah, I'm actually going to build the well next to the market. We'll get that underway. Are they scheduled for removal? Yes, they are. So we've got plenty of trees scheduled for chopping down. We just need the labourers to get it done. Right, so here we go. So they have actually explored a tiny bit more over here, which is kind of nice. Yeah, look, there's a lot of berries and stuff around here as well, which is very nice. Willow. Well, if there's willow over there, that means there must be some water around here somewhere. Farm is looking quite weedy. Look, it looked spotless a second ago, didn't it? Well, they're clearing this quite nice. Right, so here we go. So we might as well try and incorporate as much as possible, preferably greens wise, to be fair. So all these greens, plus all the Plus all the kind of the berries and stuff in between. We'll put it on this side. And I don't quite reach, but it's fine. We'll place it there anyway. Oh, actually, there's some more greens up the top there. Can we get that? How many is there? There's 4 there, and there's like 6 or so there. Maybe we should try and grab them ones instead. There, that'd be lovely. So yeah, there's loads of greens there, loads of greens there. We are grabbing a few berries and stuff, which is fine. So I could have a forager right there as well, which would be brilliant. So we'll quite possibly do that as well at some point down the line. Here we go, the market's built. Wonderful. So, obviously with this, it means that all the foods, unfortunately they're putting freaking raw food in there rather than the smoked. But I guess if that gets eaten before the smoked, it's not a bad thing. So we are actually producing a little bit of money now. 11. Nice. Plenty of taxes. Right, so we will be able to start building a few bits of decorations and things. I think there was some decorations and stuff that required the market, or something required the market. Is it to do with the amenities? Maybe not. Food production? No, there won't be anything to do with that. No, I think we're just waiting now for. Well, oh yes, it was just the upgrading. So it looks like all we need is some more planks and some more stone, and we can upgrade. So we've got 2 people working in here. 9 labourers. See, 9 labourers is still kind of poor. So maybe start building a few more houses. We need to keep that population nice and high. So yes, I'm going to put some decoration there. Maybe it might be a good idea to put some more decoration down here as well. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe one there. We'll build like a park or something there. So we'll leave a space there, and we'll build a few more houses. Yeah, so we'll build decoration there. Maybe a plaza or something on this side or something as well. We'll work it out. But at the moment, we just need more labourers. If I have to move houses and things and stuff later on down the line, just to kind of put a few more decorations and stuff in place, then so be it. We'll just have to kind of cope with it as and when. Look at that, they're really getting to them houses. We've got lots of food, so we are definitely prepared for more people. So hopefully we get more immigration. I think, there we go, lovely, straight away. So hopefully we do get more immigration still going down the line. So we'll really get our population booming. Obviously not too much, like, because obviously we've got to bear in mind the food. But at the moment, the amount produced and the amount consumed is going up at a nice steady rate. We're actually not getting that much spoilage as well, which is very unusual. I think it's mostly because of the greens. Got loads of smoked meat, shit tons of smoked meat. So that's really good. So here we go, look, we've got a start of this little blueberry farm, which I think is quite cool. We'll have to keep expanding it, but as and when we find more blueberries. I think it's just a really useful tactic to really keep kind of things going. So every time we find some nice little patches of blueberries and things like that. Oh, there's some sand. A reasonable amount of sand as well, which is quite nice. It's a good job there is some sand actually, because we are going to need a little bit of clay, a little bit of sand. Mostly to kind of alter our fertility zones, farms and things as well. So we are really struggling for wood, but that's because we do keep using it. Eventually we'll need kind of a proper work camp that will keep chopping down the forest. Which forest, I do not know what I'm going to use, because I don't really want to get rid of the forest that the deer's in, even though it is a really beautiful big forest. I don't even know if we have actually got another big forest nearby. So we might have to. I mean, we've got this one here. A work camp might be able to manage it. Looks like there might be some down here as well. But as we kind of look around and explore a little bit more, we'll worry about that later. So we've got plenty of fishing and stuff going on. We're just waiting for this house to get finished as well. Are they building that now? Maybe not. Well, they're just carrying on with their fishing and whatnot. So all these houses in here have built. That's great. As they continue to gather all the wood that we need. That's how many planks do we need? 40. We also need a little bit more stone. Have we got any stone scheduled for collection? Probably not. We have got some around our village, so that's easy enough to do. There's somewhere in the forest. Let's clear the forest out of stone. Saving a little bit there. There's plenty over there, but I don't want to go too far just yet. There. That'll do for now. We can't leave it at that for now. We don't want them gathering too much stone all at one go. It just clogs up all your labourers. So hopefully we can get to the next tier pretty soon. But I think while we're not really using wood for anything else, we'll get more people putting planks, just so we're ready to go up to the next tier. So we have got room for like another 20 population. It should help keep us labourers nice and high. Year 5. There we go, some more villager immigration. Lovely. Problem is we are getting a lot of people born as well, which means we will have to wait for them to grow up before we can really use them, as it were. Yes, in the meantime though, when it comes to managing our forests, we're probably going to have to just kind of do it manually ourselves. Just like cut a little bit here, cut a little bit there. They will grow back fairly well. In fact, you can more or less clear a forest and it'll grow back. I don't know if the forest technically spreads over time, but it definitely grows back at a reasonable rate. 66 gold for tax. Not bad. We are actually making a decent amount of money from those markets. Ooh, nice. The fishing area is ready. See, it's somewhere around here. Was the other fishing shoal. So we'll get it about 190. So I'm sure it was like here. As he travels down there, we'll find out. So it says he's fishing right now, so he should walk down there. Oh no, he went to fish at the last spot that we were fishing at the moment. He's just kind of stood there. Your fishing spot's down here, pal. Oh no, he is fishing. Is he fishing? Yeah, he's fishing. So I think he'll fish there and then he'll go down there. That's fine. Well, we're nearly at the required amount of planks. And we've got enough stone as well now. So I think it was 40. Was it 40? 40. Overall happiness 99%. Lovely. Well, we're nearly there. Two more. Two more. There we go. Great time. Let's get going. I'm really impressed by our lack of spoilage. It's really nice. I really love this spot that I've got over here for all the deer and everything. It's just perfect, absolutely perfect. Right, so as let's try the house. So as once this is upgraded, we'll have access to obviously a lot more stuff, a lot more production and things, and more decorations and all that stuff. Obviously, like we can start like going for wagons and things. And the Cooper we can't really do because we won't have iron. A vault for us all is gold, even though we don't have much gold yet. But we can start making flour and bread. It looks like we can actually get a barn, but we'd have to buy the cattle. and obviously we get access to basically orchards as well, which is a really nice one. Resource-wise, it does give us access to pretty much everything resource-wise. So clay, sand. So there's the clay pits, the sand pits, the work camps for obviously getting the wood without us having to micromanage it. And then obviously iron mines, gold, coal, all that stuff. Also apiaries are brilliant. Unfortunately they don't really work as a food source, but you can build them pretty much anywhere and they don't need to be managed. So they're good to kind of keep in mind and maybe integrate into your decorations in your town, because all the flowers in the people's gardens and stuff does actually help. And then pottery, because people like buying pottery. Obviously you can start making clothes out of linen instead of pelts, which is something I would like to get into fairly early in the game as well. Because pelts does seem to be a bit of an issue, but obviously with us doing so much hunting, it probably shouldn't be as bad. But we're nearly there. In fact, how is our pelts doing? Lovely. We're doing pretty well for pelts. There we go, just like that. All nice and done. So obviously the next stage now is going to be 25 homesteads, a school, trading post, and a lot of population. Which shouldn't be too hard for us to get to. I'm basically going to build one here, and I'm going to mirror this kind of over here. Eventually we will also expand down to this area all here. So basically the village will be kind of be this slot right here, which will be quite nice. And we'll try and decorate it a bit more and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So the thing that we've got to worry about now is desirability. Because the desirability needs to be around 30. Or 35, one or the other, I think it was 30 to get them to upgrade to kind of like the proper homesteads that then obviously do offer us more money and stuff in the long run. So now we can build stuff like the small packs, which is what I wanted to build. Looks the 3x3. Oh, it does actually cost a lot of money. I didn't realise the packs actually cost that much money. 150 gold. So the shrines are actually technically cheaper, but I think the packs offer ever so slightly more desirability. So we'll just have to wait until we earn a little bit more money and then place it down, and we'll kind of go from there. So in the meantime, we can probably carry on increasing our population along with as food production. Our food production is shooting up like crazy. Tax to the farm. No, we will be. Oh yeah. We've got our first harvest, which is massive. It's brilliant. 308. So we should now have plenty of veg. Yeah. So obviously, so the weed level has gone down quite nicely, having these couple of work spots. I'm just going to move these up because there's no point being at the end of the year when they're getting cold. So the fertility will continue to grow, even though it says it's going down, but it should continue to grow just because peas do actually offer a +2 to fertility. So yes, the fertility will keep going. Looks like there's not that big of a deal, like affecting our crops. That's good. So we are obviously growing beans and stuff now. They're working on this field. In fact, I might even start on another field. Keep it going. There we go, another 5x6. So we'll keep the fields growing. Keep so we get a new field maybe every other year or so, maybe every couple of years. We get a new field, because we are going to need to. We are going to want to start making grains. Start making bread. Bread doesn't last very long. That is a bit of an issue. Flour, however, does. So you just kind of got to manage your bakeries so that you're not producing too much. But I might end up making a bigger wheat field because, to be fair, you do actually use quite a lot of wheat in the late game if you've been kind of keeping an eye on our streams. You'll notice that obviously I do have a bit of an issue with grains and keeping grains available for the breweries to make beer. So yes, it's something to kind of keep in mind, bear in mind. So there we go. Right, so we are going to need, now that we kind of upgraded the town hall as well, the trading post, which is quite an important one for obviously getting stuff like heavy tools and things like that, that we're going to require moving forward. So I think what we're going to do is, I think it'd be a good idea to actually build it next to the storehouses, because of course we are going to require all the goods to be transferred into the trading post. So I think maybe we should build the trading post just next to this one, so I can build more storehouses there. I want to build the vault as well, and the barracks, all within somewhat decent proximity of our storehouses. In fact, can we build barracks now? Defenses? There we go. Yes, we can build a barracks. So it does cost a freaking load of money, but I do want to be able to squeeze it down next to our goods. So this defends itself anyway, which probably will affect like defending our crops. But our food stores and stuff, we probably will need a tower over here or something. But I do want to kind of protect our vault and our storehouses. So I think we'll build the barracks here to kind of protect the storehouses. I'm not going to build it just yet though, because that is a freaking lot of gold. I'll just place it down as kind of a placeholder. But yes, I think we're going to go for the trading post. So I don't really want to build it here though. Let's build it. We'll build it kind of on the edge of the town, so they come straight through the wall and into the trading post. Yeah, maybe. Or I can build it up like above the actual town hall kind of thing. Up here. Up here is probably not too bad either. Yeah, let's put the trading post up there. Why not? I might move it down here eventually, but if it looks better, we'll see. I just need to bear in mind where my wall's eventually going to be once I kind of build this over here as well. So we might move it later on down the line. Yeah, let's get things underway. So we'll get the trading post. So one thing we do want to kind of have with the trading post is we want obviously we want to be able to make some money, and we want to try and get a hold of some heavy tools, or at least one heavy tool for a windmill when we kind of get that up and running. So yeah, we don't really need the trade post just yet, to be fair. I might even put a pause to that as well, actually. Yeah, we'll pause that as well. Let's try and get like his industry going. So we'll try and get builders town up a little bit more first. So we do want a school. This obviously does boost desirability, but also I think it might be a good idea to have quite a few schools, because I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong or let me know, because I really do want to know. Is that it seems like only houses within the influence ring of the school seem to actually get educated. So if the house is not affected, like this one over in the corner over there might never be educated students. So in fact, oh, there you go. So I'll put it that way around and it'll affect that house as well. So it's just something to bear in mind. Like, you know, we might need several schools to kind of keep things going. I think it does. Yeah, it does heavily affect desirability as well, which is brilliant. So yes, we'll build the school. Obviously, we're going to need the clay pit, so we'll have to get that done as well. So resources. Ooh, can we not build the clay pit yet? What do we need? We need town center tier 2. Yeah, we've got that. And a wagon shop. So we need to build a wagon shop. It's found in storage. So we do actually need some ox to kind of move things about. So I think an ideal spot for that would actually be kind of up here by the industry. Kind of makes sense if you ask me. So we'll build one up here, or maybe on here. This will be where all the storerooms are going to be. I'll build it here. So right, is that not on the path? No, it's not. It's fine. So we'll build one there, next to all the industry. All the star houses are going to be here as well, so it kind of makes sense. Because eventually we will need more. Like we're alright for now, but we will need more star houses soon. But we are doing lovely for food, so we really do want to keep on building our population up. So we'll get the school and the market and stuff built there and whatnot. So I might actually start mirroring it over here pretty soon, just so I can kind of see where the boundaries of my town's going to be. So yeah. So we've currently got 16 months of food. Ooh, 8 people. Ooh, we don't have enough houses though. I really want them, but we need more houses. Sod it. Come on then. We'll have to rush a house. So I'm actually going to I am going to start building the houses on this side. So we'll start mirroring it. So we want to rush that house. Let's just get that one done. And then what we'll do is I will expand the village here as well, kind of mirroring this one. And then we'll go from there. Ooh, we've got even more crops to do. Ooh. Hey, see, wildlife. So there must be some deer nearby. I don't see any deer nearby though. I don't see any wildlife nearby. So it's being eaten by wildlife. So we will have to put some walls and fences and things like that up at some point soon. But for the time being, I mean, it's not that bad. Build a new school. Yes, we're building a school right now. So here we go. There's obviously not a lot we can really do in this particular season, so we might have to even leave this one. See if they can do a little bit of work. They might be able to, they might not, I don't know. But what should we do for this one? So we're having peas and stuff on that one. Maybe go for some root crops so that they last a little longer. So maybe some turnips. It does affect fertility, which can be a bit of an issue. But turnips and cabbage are really good ones. Oh, great. That's right, they're all running to put it out. It's fine. The well's literally right next door. So, yes. So, turnips. So, we can do some turnips, and then we can do... What else lasts a good while? Carrots. Carrots are a good one as well. So, we do need something ideally though with heat tolerance. So probably cabbage. But I don't think we'll be able to fit anything else in that particular year. No, we won't be able to. And it does actually affect our fertility. These particular ones. So that's a source of vegetable greens. So these are the root crops. Root vegetables. So what else is classed as a root vegetable in here? That's greens. That's all greens. That's root crops. So yeah, the carrots. So carrots are a good one to grow as well. But again, it's like beginning of year. Can't remember exactly what I kind of put together with this one. Tell you what, I'll leave it at that for now. This is kind of the end of this episode now, anyway. So what I'll do is I'll probably have a look and see what kind of crop rotations I came up with in the stream, and we'll go from there. But here we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this second episode of our kind of shorter series. So obviously we will continue this very soon. If you're enjoying, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already. And welcome to all the new subscribers as well. I really appreciate the support. And hopefully I will see you all in the next stream, the next episode.